He is really heavy. But I already have him on my neck, so that's why I started the video with him. Alright, so my goal for today is to just make as many videos as I can in the long format section, so on each of my channels. So I already did one. This is going to be my second one. Let's see how long I can talk. So I think in my last video I talked for over 10 minutes. But then, like, I guess it's like the combination of the wig cap along with this wig squeezing my skull. It's just very uncomfortable for me, so let's see how long I can put up with this suffering. Alright, so I've talked a lot about travel because that's in my near future and on the horizon. You know, I feel so indecisive because there's just so many trade-offs or disadvantages, etc. I mean, no place is perfect. I mean, if any place was perfect, then why would anybody want to die and go to heaven? People would just want to fucking live forever. Anyway, so yeah, I think some of the things that really I find personally off-putting would most likely be noise, right? I already told you guys I have annoying neighbors. I mean, how many of us have pleasant, wonderful neighbors? You know, you're lucky if you have good neighbors. But I already told you, like, my neighbor and his fucking loud, annoying alarm clock. I'm not gonna miss that shit. I'm not gonna miss the people who like to idle their trucks downstairs. Like, it's just annoying. Don't be an annoying neighbor. Anyway. If I go to a place like, let's just say, Vietnam, you're going to have to deal with the noise. And not just that, you're going to have to deal with scammers. The thing about visiting Asian countries is they always have a local menu, and then they have a English or foreigners menu. So they'll have two sets of prices. So even if you think that you are saving money, are you really? Because people are trying to jack up the prices, nickel and dime you at every corner. I told you one of the things that I hate about Bali or Indonesia is the fact that you need to negotiate. Every single motherfucking thing. It's really annoying. I think it's a waste of time, and I don't want to be wasting my time sitting here, trying to figure out what I can get away with paying. You know, I just want to see the motherfucking price tag, pay for my shit, and go. Get the fuck out of there. You know, I don't want to sit here haggling with you about how much I should pay for a ride, for my laundry, etc. It's just annoying, dude. Another thing is heat, right? I don't know if you've ever been to Mexico. Excuse me. I went to Zihuatanejo. So Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. Where else did I go? Tijuana. I remember telling you guys about this, like, you know, my ex, he was like, Juliet, no matter what you do, just don't complain, okay? And what do I do? Complain all day long. because that's my favorite thing to do. I mean, the thing is that he was born there. My ex was like Mexican. So, he took it to heart when I was like complaining about the mosquitoes. I mean, they're just gonna fucking feast on you. But at that time, I didn't know about, well, here I go giving people free advertising, but I didn't know about using Irish Spring soap as fucking mosquito repellent. So, obviously, if I knew about it, I would have packed some, but I didn't. So they were definitely tearing me up. And the thing about like Mexico is there's just no escape from the heat. You think you walk into like a department store or whatever, you would think that there's air conditioning, but no. You just have these like fans swirling around hot air. These useless fans that move air around. It's just like not any sort of relief whatsoever from the heat. You're just going to be dying, sweating, and sticky balls. I mean, don't fucking flag my shit because I'm talking real talk. Like, yeah, it's going to be uncomfortably hot. But another thing that I was telling you guys about with hot places, tropical climates, is mold. I told you I lived in Puerto Rico. You're going to have to deal with mold. It's just that simple. Or, you don't even have to be in a place like Puerto Rico. In New Jersey, I remember seeing a lot of molds because you could just feel the wetness in the air. So, I mean, mold is a big issue. And you don't even have to see the mold. There's just like a million things that can kill you. So, like, if you're going to be arrested by fear, like, why even leave your house? Look, you don't even need to leave your house to have ruin and destruction come into your life. Somebody could just, like, break into your house, rob you, abduct you, take you hostage, or, traffic you, etc. Like, the list is just never ending. So you can't just allow yourself to live in fear. Now, the thing is, aside from noise, another big thing is pollution. How comfortable am I with living in a place that either burns rubbish or, has poor waste management? These are things to consider, like things that we don't typically think about as Americans or first world people, living in a first world country. These are some of the things that will be on your mind once you arrive to your foreign country destination, right? When I visited, or when I first touched down in Venezuela, I told you I was stationed there for like a year as a Marine security guard. I remember seeing a man trying to take a bath, a shower, from a dripping pipe off the side of the road. I had no idea that pollution was such a big problem, like in Latin American or, really, it's not just Latin American or South American countries. They have bad, habits, like they'll just throw things outside, out their window, and I really hate it. And it's just like, you go to a place like Sweden or Amsterdam, and these people go through great lengths to, handle their waste properly. They separate glass, paper, plastic, regular rubbish, and also organic materials like, fucking food waste. So they have like so many different bins. And you also have to have the special bags, the green ones that you have to buy for the food waste, right? So you'll throw like your banana peels and eggshells, etc., in there, right? Now, living in a place like that, it makes me feel like, okay, at least I'm not destroying the environment. At least we're handling our waste better, But of course, if you're in a European country like that, it's going to be a fucking expensive ass place, right? Plus, as an American, for me, I'm only allowed to stay there for 90 days, unless if I marry somebody and spend a lot of money on paperwork. Is it really worth the trouble? I might as well just hang out in fucking Georgia or Albania. But the thing is, I told you I don't like cold weather, and it still gets cold in Albania, and it gets frigid, freezing cold in fucking Georgia. Now, I haven't been to Georgia yet, the country. I have been to Georgia, the state. I know some strippers wanted or asked me if I wanted to go with them to go stripping, but I don't know. I think I was really broke at that time, so I didn't go. But I did hear that they have strip clubs the size of malls out in Georgia. Now, if it's really that big, then I can only imagine how competitive it is out there in Georgia as a stripper. But you remember what I said, right? You'll make money as a stripper if you look like a hippopotamus. And obviously, I am not big enough, So, let's be real. I was able to figure out after a while in Florida that I'm too smart to be a stripper. That's number one. Well, not just that, but like even the DJ was like, you need to dumb yourself down if you want to make money. and also I'm too nice. Your time is money, so as a stripper you really got to be really cutthroat. And I really do not like working in that sort of environment. I hate lying. But, if you want to be a successful, profitable stripper, you really need to be a liar. Because obviously you're not going to make any money if a guy doesn't think that you're attracted to him. He has to genuinely believe that you like him. Otherwise, why would he open up his wallet and spend any money on you?